we won't be explaining it. We will, however, remind ourselves of where it might have gone wrong for Jamie.
There's obviously a serious lack of trust between Jamie and Ciara particularly.
I'm just not happy with it. That's it, being it. Like, I'm not happy with it.
But you don't have anything else from me that you want to change? Anything else?
Give me a second and I'll come up with something. I just always get this negative vibe off her, like she drains the life out of me.
There's no point in fighting with me about it. This is what we're doing.
There you go. Well, that's fine. I'm just saying I didn't think it was very fair. Listen, Bill, if I don't agree with something, I'm not going to just say, oh yeah, I do agree with it. That's not me.
Is this your storyboard?
Effectively. This is what was written out.
With no pictures.
Cut. Perfect.
I take on board some of the people who found you rude.
Need new tape.
No?
Yeah.
Come on, Tim. Fuck me. Jesus Christ.
Elements of that ad made me think about a poor 70s porn movie. I expected the bow wow, chicky bow wow music to start at one stage.
I wasn't entirely happy with it, no, and it's not something, if it was my company, I'd be standing over, no.
That's a blatant lie.
Well, I can tell you this was a destructive task for you.
It was.
You have to be responsible for it.
That bit there, Jamie, with the cameraman. Were you picking fights with everybody, or was this just a bad day?
No, it was a very bad day. What happened was, we had run out of tape, and myself and Ciara were on the production side of things, and like literally, like these are professional cameramen, they know exactly what they're doing, but because we were directing the film, there's a laugh there, but
there was a laughter from behind camera 3, but
I thought he was excellent. But what had happened was, we were after spending 15 minutes setting up this shot that was going to be magical and save the day, and all of a sudden, I said rolling and action and did the board, and there was no tape. And I was like, come on, like, he just wanted me to kind of say, he had told me we were out of tape, and he wanted me to say, listen, get a new tape, and physically go and get the tape. Like, that was stuff that was alien to me. Like, I have never directed anything before, so I lost the mind at that stage.
Was a bit of this, though, Jackie, that Bill was getting a bit sick of almost arguing with Jamie? Because of all the people who've been in the boardroom, Jamie probably took Bill on more than anybody else.
Yeah, and I mean, that's not a bad thing to do, but if you keep losing, you see, if you keep taking them on and you keep losing, you see, that's not good. If you kept winning the tasks, well, then that's fair enough, and keep fighting your corner, that's great, and everybody does that. But if you kept on losing, and you were on the losing team for quite a few things, remember you even said you were sick and tired of losing, and you weren't going to lose that one. But it got to the stage, I think, where I think he just felt, well, you know, we've come to the end of the road here. You've been in the boardroom several times, and there's no point in going on. But I really think your Waterloo happened in Timahoe when you didn't go out into Portlaoise and into the surrounding towns. And it was your local. And it was your local. Yeah, I think you needed to kind of show a little bit more after that one.
Okay.
Because you lost that task, and you needed to really show what you had after that. But,
I want to bring in Mairead on this, Jackie. Mairead Fleming from Brightwater. Did Jamie deserve to be fired?
On that task, absolutely. The bickering and the squabbling just overtook everything for you, Jamie. You couldn't actually see through that, and it meant you totally lost focus.
Yeah.
And as Jackie said, it's been coming for the past few weeks.
Thank you, Mairead. We talked to Jamie a lot about the people that you didn't like. Who were the people that you really did like?
Well, like, I didn't not like anyone. I just didn't work well with a couple of people.
Give us your views on Will.
Will is an incredible salesperson. On task 1, we were on the Carlton task.
The Carlton Hotel task, yeah.
We were an hour in or half an hour in, and things weren't going right. And like, I've done a bit of sales, but Will is the salesman. And I said to Will, "How's things going?" You know, because he had a bit of luck. And he said, "Listen, he kind of walked me through what works for him and talking to people." And I ended up doing very well in the sales task because of that. When it comes to sales, Will is head and shoulders above everyone.
When it comes to communication, though, he seems to have issues.
Will is 22, and he's sometimes a bit too nice. As in, the rest of us kind of got used to being on camera, whereas Will was always very conscious and very diplomatic and didn't want to say anything wrong and nervous. So what he would do is he would go a roundabout way of saying stuff, but he was still trying. He was just afraid of saying anything wrong. But so that's maybe where that came from.
This leads us nicely to our No Nonsense clip of the week, which is nononsense.ie/apprentice if you want to get any of the clips. But this is the perfect example of Will talking around and around and around and struggling to get to the point. He remains, as ever, observant, though, because you'll see in this clip he collects a poster of Venice and instantly spots the Irish flag hanging on the building in Venice. You know the Irish flag, green, white and red.
In the focus group, they were saying, like, the thing is, when you talk to your mates, you don't really pay attention to the ads. and they were saying that something that strikes them is like you're in there having your popcorn, chatting to your mates, and only one that did stand out.
Yeah, okay, Will, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Okay, ask me the question in one sentence.
Okay, is it on the north side or the south side?
You do a bit of a U-turn as if you're going back up towards town, as if you're going back up towards O'Connell Street, and the actual place is right there on your left.
Give me the exact address. Give me the exact address.
Perfect, you've got a
Oh, lovely.
nice Italian poster for us.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Perfect.
That's brilliant.
The Irish flag up there, love it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah, well, we can mix it. A bit of blonde moment. Oh, we're joking. No, that's class.
It's mad I don't know Irish flag.
Oh, seriously, today is not my day. In the Italian flag.
John, when you arrived into Ireland for the first time and you went through the centre of Dublin City and you saw the GPO and you saw the flag on top of it, did you think that was the Italian embassy?
You know, the Grand Canal and Venice have some similarities, but no way. No.
Mistakes like that, though, and the communications thing, I mean, hearing him trying to explain how to get pretty much to O'Connell Street, Owen, is that the kind of thing that will ruin his chances?
I think so. My impression is, and Jackie might be able to give a better insight into this, is that Will's been given a bit of a chance. You know, I think Bill probably sees something there that he can maybe mould, or, you know, kind of sees a glimmer of himself there.
Whenever you see Bill talking to Will, you get the sense that he likes him. Does he?
Well,
is there a soft spot?
What's not to like about Will? I think all the girls in the audience will agree with me. What's not to like about him?
It's good to know that you like him, Jackie.
No, Bill obviously admires very good salespeople. Of course he does. He's a great advocate that in any company, irrespective of whether you're actually selling product or services, nothing happens till you sell something. And he's a great advocate that everyone in the company has to sell, from the back room to the front room to the doorman to absolutely everybody has to sell. You're selling yourself, you're selling your product, or you're selling your service. He does admire sales, absolutely, as we all do.
If he doesn't make it, we've decided that there may be a fallback career for him. We've put together a little calling card which he can use to try to get into next year's X Factor.
Dun, 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 dun.
Jamie, we only saw 30 seconds of that. Does 8 or 10 weeks of being exposed to that not make you homicidal?
No, Will is great. A great time for Will.
He doesn't get irritating?
No, I didn't hear him singing that much in the house.
There's an awful lot of humming going on, and Bill had said, I mean, remember Bill at the outset said that he was more or less twitchy and needed to settle down. Is he not a bit full on and tense all the time?
Yeah, he's just a bit nervous, that was all.
If you had the whole thing to do again, would you?
Absolutely. Like, I learned so much about myself, I learned so much about other people. Like, I know.
What was the biggest thing you learned about yourself?
Like, I know the property game and I know finance, and but I got to learn how to work with other people and how to deal with other people. And I would definitely do things slightly differently, but it's a learning process, and I'm absolutely delighted I did it.
Well, for you and for everybody here and everybody at home, here's Jamie's highlights.
Oh my God! Oh, Jesus! Characteristics that best describe me would be driven, positive, and ambitious. I don't have any weaknesses. You want a better answer than that? Whoa, wait now.
If I wanted anybody beside me, I'd want Jamie.
We put a camel in the queue with the people.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love it.
Everyone has their own skills, but I honestly think I'd have the widest range of skills. I'm fed up losing, to be honest. I don't like it. The whole speech needs to be cut in half. Yeah. I know I'm not as thick as a plank.
You better convince me of that.
What's this? This is December.
An 11-month calendar. Christmas vanished.
Oh no, I mean, it's basically posh people get paid and musicians don't.
Bill, why am I getting all the blame for this? Like,
Is this your storyboard?
Effectively.
Were you on your own? Had you no help?
It feels like it now, yeah.
Bow wow, chicky bow wow.
Hannes, I need you to be straight now for 2 minutes.
You're putting it in, I'm not. Here, don't ruin the point. No.
Jamie, you're smiling.
There's no way I'm going back into that boardroom again. I guarantee we'll push this through, all right?
You and I have had a fractious relationship.